We're done. We're shocked as well. We did not stop.
Hey,
I promise you that conversation
Martin,
was we're having the time of our life.
hey, wait.
This was good.
Yeah,
The Hi guys, welcome back to Heart2Heart Conversations. My name is Nomsa Lephoko, your host for Heart2Heart Conversations. If you haven't watched the previous episode, the first official episode, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure, please. We need those views. Anyways, today I'm seated with Imbogoto, a mother who is driven by faith, a mother of 4. I'm very interested to hear what she has in store for us. Her name is Mama Nomsa. Mama Nomsa, welcome. Please do introduce yourself today.
Thank you, Boitumelo, for the wonderful opportunity of coming and share your story with me today. Like she says, my name is Nomsa Lephoko. I am married with 4 kids. I am a born-again child of God, and I go to church on the hill as my spiritual home. That is the place where my life is groomed. That is the place where I'm being nourished by the word of God. So I hope together here on this journey, we will have a good time. Thank you.
I hope you guys are excited for that. We have 4 different topics today. We'll be talking about faith, challenges of being a mother, personal growth and parenting, and family dynamics. So how has your faith guided you in your role as a mother?
Well, like I said, like she says, today we are going to be talking about faith-based issues here. I think one of the things that I've realized as a mother is for me to take faith seriously, to live by faith. So faith for me, it teaches me to pray, it teaches me to rely on God and to love God with my whole life, and to depend on God by faith in raising my children. So there is nothing that I can do outside of faith as a mother to raise my children. I believe strongly in faith and in God.
What faith-based practices have you found most helpful in raising your children? And what, do you have girls and boys, or is it just girls? How's that?
Okay, I have got 3 girls, wonderful girls, and I've got just 1 boy, the last one. So what I've seen working, and which I really like, and I feel that it has created a strong bond between me and my children, is for me to pray together with them. For me to live by faith as their mother, I felt it is important that I pass it on to my children. I teach them, and I let them, and I watch them pray for themselves in their lives. So the practices that really has kept me as a mother in raising my children is mostly praying together with them and reading the Bible together with them.
How do you incorporate faith in your family life and daily routine?
Wow. Faith is key. Faith for me is everything. How do I incorporate it to my daily life and to my children, my children's life? Like I said, praying. Faith comes when we pray together. We do have faith as a family. When we approach, issues as a family, I believe that we need to really lay it down on faith and believe that whatsoever that we are going through, it will be okay at some point. So at the end of the day is believing, and it is praying together that will make us to be strong as a family.
That's very interesting, because we see how our parents push us behind the scenes, and how she is also pushing her children. She is making sure that they pray and that they grow in their faith. She doesn't want to grow alone, but she wants to grow with her family. So what are some of the most significant challenges you faced as a mother, and how have you overcome them?
Like she asked me how many kids do I have, and children are diverse. Children are never the same.
Definitely.
And as a parent, you must never try to make your children to be the same. So raising them, and you think as a mother, I'll talk from the point of being a mother. When you raise children, you think you love them all. You think children are the same in your eyes until you hear one of your child coming to you and say, hey, we see that you are somebody else's favorite. And that is a challenge, because if you don't really manage that, your child can get out of hand thinking that you have a favorite among the kids. So it's a challenge that is almost there in families. But we need to manage it and make our children to be equal in the eyes of us as parents.
Yeah.
We must treat them equally.
I can relate to that because I'm a firstborn child, and I see, and I always tell my mom, Mama, you love my baby sisters the most because I'm the firstborn child. So she normally pays more attention to the little ones and not to me, and I find it weird. So we see how stressful it can be. So what strategies do you use to handle stress and avoid burnt out in your role as a mother? It's not easy. So how do you do it?
It's not easy. Yes, you're right. Fortunately, I'm not a loud person. I don't shout to the kids.
Okay.
I know sometimes kids, children, like I've said, children are not the same. You'll find that one child who acts like, I would say, out of way, a wayward kind of a child. He bursts. When he talks, you can feel like he's somehow rude. But as a mother, I don't think it's necessary for you to backchat or answer that child at a time. I believe in listening, because in the process of me listening to that child who is venting out, I will be able to get exactly what is the problem, and then I don't answer at the same time. When he's done venting out, maybe the following day, I will then make time with that particular child to say, what were you saying yesterday? Were you not trying to tell me this and this and that? So for me, I know that kids can be stressful, and I know that even my children, they can bring stress to me. They are children, they are not angels. I'm their mother. I must, at the end of the day, help them to balance their lives, not to waste their lives, not to be disrespectful and never getting help. So I balance the two. I listen to them. I don't shout. I give them an ear. I give them a policy that my door is open. Come and talk to me. What's your issue? So it becomes easier at the end of the day. Yeah.
We know that we as children have challenges as well, and you guys have responsibilities as our parents. How do you support us as your children through their own challenges while managing your own responsibilities?
Good question. When a child comes to you with his or her own challenge, as a parent, the first thing that you need to do is to give that child an ear. Never try to make his or her problem like it's a minor problem. Listen to that child and help. Some will come with something, it might look minute in your eyes, but it's big in his eyes or her eyes. So I always listen. I always try and to give that child time and space so that he can say whatever that he says. He can say his dreams. He can say his ambitions. He can say whatever that is in his heart. And me as a child, whether that thing is wrong, the advice that I will give should be for him maybe to see I need to wait, maybe to see I need to stop doing it. But at the end of the day, I must find a way as a parent to help that child to achieve whatever that he wants to achieve in life.
As mothers, you sometimes find yourselves as too focused on us as kids. I just want to see my child flourish, and sometimes you might find yourself forgetting about yourself as an individual. How do you then encourage your children's development while also continuing with your own personal growth?
Well, in my case, I think I have seen myself neglecting me and giving full attention to the development of my children, putting my children first. And as I grow older, I realized that it wasn't wrong for me to think about myself at some point, give myself a number one position. But I couldn't do that. I don't know. I feel like I have really given my children the most of my time than myself. I'm not complaining either, but I'm saying I don't think it's something that I would advise younger women that like yourselves, that when you grow up, you neglect yourselves, you watch your children or your husband only. You must also take time for yourself. Have your me time. Help yourself, have fun yourself.
Pamper yourself.
Pamper yourself. You are a mother. At the end of the day, if you are not pampered yourself, if you don't have anything inside of you, what are you going to give your children? So you can't have to, pour out everything and don't take in something for yourself. Yeah.
Okay. What role has your support network played in helping you navigate the journey of motherhood? Are your children as supportive as you are towards their dreams and them as individuals?
Yes, I would say they are. And also, I want to also appreciate the support of the bigger family that, come as you raise children. As African people, they say a child is raised by a village. A child is raised by the community. So even the family, the bigger family, will always come in and assist. So I have really felt the support of the family. I have felt the support of my own children in doing my role as their mother. They were never too hard on me. The role that is played by the church as well, because what is fortunate about us, we go to one church, so the principles are one, the doctrine are one.
Yes.
So it makes it easier when we come into the house that we live by the same principles. So I feel like I had enough support structure that helped me to, carry out the role of being a mother.
We are growing. I won't always be 19 years old. I have sisters who are 6 years old, and as I grow older, I need certain things. I'm in need of certain things as an individual. I don't need what my younger sister needs. I need more or less. What practices do you then follow to ensure you remain connected to your children as they grow older?
Open door policy. The way I talked to them when they were growing, I make that door to remain open. I always make sure that they mustn't be afraid of me. I am their mother. When I need to be their friend, I am their friend. I know how to draw a line, but that it makes me to be connected to my kids. To a point, I would say, now my children, some are married, but wherever they are, they can still call me with their issues, knowing that mommy is there. She will listen. She will give advice. So it's just an open door policy that works for us. I'm never a bully. I'm never a mother who judges. I'm just a mother. A mother nurtures. A mother loves. A mother embraces. A mother gives a shoulder, to cry on. So I don't see my children running away from me at any point. Always they must come to a mother.
Yeah. Guys, I hope you are listening. I hope you understand the importance of our mothers. If you're not appreciating your mother, make sure that you start today. You mentioned earlier that it takes a village to raise children. How do you foster strong relationships between family members and encourage healthy communication?
Yeah, that one is a very good question. If a family, if we neglect each other, if we begin to try to take each other for granted as a family, that will break the relation. If you start now to treat your children unequally, they will then now begin to realize that no, like for instance, in a family of 4, you call a meeting. 3 are there. 1 is still coming. Now, as a mother or as a parent, you say, no, let the meeting continue. He or she will get us along the way. But now, vice versa, it happens that 3 are there. This one is still coming. And then you say, now, no, let's wait for... And then now the kids will have a problem to say, oh, okay, with Tumelo, we wait. And with another one, we continue, you'll get us along the way. So that it won't bring the kids, so relations closer, but it will draw them apart, and it won't build the family. So I want to end by saying, I want to treat my children fairly and equally in my eyes.
What strategies do you use to manage family time and ensure everyone feels valued and heard?
Family time is important, especially when your kids are still younger. You must really maximize on spending time together. Your children must grow up knowing that when it is time for supper at home, we all need to be there at that particular time, and we sit down and we eat. It's a culture that we need to instill in our children while they are still very young. So that when they grow older and go to their own families, they go with the same culture. That time for the family is very important. And if you haven't got it right when we are still young, what makes you think you'll succeed in your own family? Because you haven't seen it happening in your own family when you're still young. So I like it that my kids, and it helped because we grew up, together. We were a very small family, but we grew up closely together. We're staying in a very small house. So that made us to be bonding, to be there for each other. We were at each other's snack at any given time. So that for us, it has worked for us. We know each other very, very well. So for me, when I say time for my kids, they know to this day, we still keep that practice. We make time for each other.
I'm taking all this info into my pockets, my invisible pockets.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, it takes a village. I'd like to thank Soft Storm for capturing us today and ensuring that you continue to see us on your screens. Thank you so much for watching. We've come to the end of our video. Thank you, Mama Nomsa, for being our official second guest. We are growing. We are hoping to continue to grow, and maybe one day you're gonna watch and say, I was once there. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you didn't, turn on your post notifications. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.